Hey guys, how's it going? We just got a gift card to Lowe's, so we're gonna go do a little bit of shopping. We got a pretty good sized gift card, and so we're gonna go see what plants we can find today. I'm gonna go check the clearance rack and hopefully snag a few good things. So let's go in. I will tell you guys prices like I always do, and I will show you guys exactly what I'm looking at. So let's get to it. So first things first, I actually have added a few of these already to the property this year. These are the Dwarf Alberta spruce. They got a ton of them and they're 17 bucks a piece. I don't need any more, but I just thought that was a really good deal. And then I also saw these, if you're looking for some Arborvitae, some screening ones. This is the emerald green, which I think we have quite a few of these. These ones get about 4 feet wide, 15 feet tall, and they have a ton of them, and they're 35 bucks. Also, we are at the Lowe's in Chico, California. Okay, where are we gonna start? Where are we going to start? We're gonna go this way. Lots and lots of pansies. These are kind of huge ones. They're 8 bucks a piece. These are huge. Also extremely expensive. We won't be doing that. And then some $8 primroses also. And over on this side, they have some really gorgeous candy tuft. I love candy tuft, and I feel like it's one of those plants, you either love it or you hate it. How much are these? These are $13, holy cow. Some expensive candy tuft. Some cyclamen, super gorgeous. These are $11, and they have some really, really pretty colors. These are so bright. Whole bunch of those. Let's go back to the clearance section because that is my favorite place to shop at Lowe's. Oh, we got distracted. What is this? A Young's Weeping Birch. What? It's $114 as trained. Growing zones 2 through 7. Moderate grower reaches 8 to 10 feet tall, 15 feet wide. I don't know why this is here if we're zone, this is 2 through 7, but I'm in a zone 15. But it's like a serpent style, so that's kind of cool. Lots of spirals, topiaries. I saw these last time I was here, and I love these topiary. Who are they? These are a holly, $150 holly. They get 12 feet tall, 6 to 8 feet wide, $149. And they're so pretty and they're so tall. They're really, really gorgeous. They also have a whole bunch of these foxtail ferns, which are really cool. 18 bucks. They're really pretty. This must be a new frond right here. They start out that color. Really cool. They've got some small ones and some big ones. The big ones are 36 bucks, but realistically I would probably only ever buy those small ones because they do grow relatively quickly. They have all of their roses, and the roses are 17 bucks. I don't know if they're own root. No, these are grafted. So you can tell they're grafted because this is the main stem right here, and then these are the graft points. So these are all grafted roses, which I'm trying to stay away from grafted roses because if the graft points die, then you won't get the same rose back. You'll get whatever the root stock is back. And so I try to stay away from them, but they're usually so cheap. And these also are like very, very thick stems right here. But they do have so many different ones. I was looking at this one. This one's really interesting. This is a climbing rose. This is the Joseph's Coat. I thought it was really pretty, and for 17 bucks. I mean, it's hard, and it's grade A, which is supposed to be like the best. I mean, that's how you can tell the like canes on it are so thick. That's grade A, is like you're getting a much hardier one. Or like, this is also grade A because it does have like thick canes, but like the lower grades only have these like thin canes. Look how wicked the thorns are on these ones though, holy cow. Anyways, this one was really, really pretty. Full sun, very fragrant rose. But we know it says light fragrance, which I like that it shows that. Light fragrance, strong fragrance, full sun, zones 1 through 5, which that's a lie. Roses are much different zones than that. They have a really pretty one right there. Angel face, like that a lot. Okay, we're moving on. We're gonna keep going. Camellias right here. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce that, 72 bucks. But I believe this is the one that blooms after Christmas. So this is the one that you get like later blooms. So it's like a winter interest plant. They're really, really pretty. Look who's joining us. Jaelyn, my sister's here. Look at these camellias. They're so pretty. They have such hard water stains on them though. That's kind of a bummer because those won't come off. Who is this? This is Peekaboo Camellia. And reaches 8 to 10 feet tall and wide in 12 years. Partial sun, full sun, hardy zones 7 through 10. And look how tiny these blooms are. They're so cute. And then this is the Yuletide one, so it blooms around Christmas time. And really pretty. So whatever this kind is, Sassinaquah. Okay. Whatever the Sassinaquah is, they bloom about this time of year, where the other one, the Japonica ones, bloom early in the year, I believe is what it is. If I'm wrong, I'll pop it up on the screen. But so if you're wanting like winter interest, you want to get that type. If you're wanting the other one, you want to get Japonica. Just a little heads up for ya. Yeah, so that's all hard. She was asking, these are water spots. So this is all hard water that's on here. So like where we live, we have really hard water. And so that is all hard water on there. You can see it's literally flaking off onto my fingers. Okay, let's see what else we can find. Some little olives. These are so cool. We have one of them. This is a dwarf olive, and so this is $56. They get 6 feet tall and wide. So if you're wanting an olive tree, you can actually have one in your property, and it's just a smaller version. And this is one that I do want to add whenever we get more property. 25 feet wide, 25 feet tall, zones 9 through 11. This is the icy blue yellow wood. $72. But look how pretty it is. Isn't that so gorgeous? So I really want to add one of these to our property. They're just, I don't know, they're really interesting. I like how big they get. When I get more property, that will definitely happen. Okay, let's get back to the clearance section. Let's see what we can find. Hopefully there's some good stuff today. So I like to come to the clearance section at Lowe's because they always have a couple racks. And so this is ours, so less than $2, you pay $1. $15, you get 50% off. It used to be like everything was like 50% off. So now if it's like $2, you still pay $2 for it, which sucks. If it's $3, you pay $2 for it. But it's $5, you pay $2 for it. So, or if it's $4.99, you pay $2 for it. So that's kind of the hard part about their new clearance policy. Like sometimes it's not the greatest, but whatever. I'm not seeing a whole lot. We do have 3 racks. If you are wanting, Jaelyn said she likes that one. It's a lemon cypress. I don't need any more lemon cypress on the property. We already have so many of them because they're sad. So there's a whole bunch of candy tufts. And so these are $13. I really like these ones. We already have a couple on the property, so I don't need more, but $13 makes them, how much? $7. So that's not bad at all. So they've got a really good selection. They have a ton of them, and like they all look really good. Some cute little hydrangeas. These ones always die in our area. They're $14, so they would be $7. Ooh, what is this? These lost all of their foliar growth. Raspberry lemonade and 9 bark. Huh. And they're only on clearance because they lost all their foliar growth, but the stems on them are really pretty. I think that'd be some really good winter interest. So they get flowers. 4 feet tall, 4 feet wide. This might be a really good one, but I have killed multiple of these plants. Hardy, non-hardy zones 1 and 2. See, I hate when they do that. I don't ever really trust these tags a whole lot. They're like the worst tags. How much do they want for these? They're $35, so that makes them 50% off. So it makes them like $18, $17 or something like that, $17.50. That might be a really good one to grab. What else is over here? Just a bunch of dianthus. That looks very, very sad. So if you need some dianthus, they got you here. Also, Jaelyn had something to tell you guys because if you were here for a video we did not too long ago, we built terrariums together, and she has some bad news.
So guys, I killed my terrarium. I know you guys are all disappointed in me. I tried really hard this time. I don't know, I don't have the green thumb. I can't do it. I don't know.
It took her like 2 weeks and she killed the dang thing. Dead. Anyways, we're now going to shop for not her because she obviously can't keep things alive. She cannot be trusted. So if you want to see that video, go back, check out on my channel. I will put a link to that video. But yeah, we're not doing that anymore. Ooh, look, birch trees.
That's a big tree.
So $99.98, so $100. Beautiful, beautiful birch tree. Very, very tall. That thing's probably about 10 feet tall right now. So gorgeous. For $100, that's not bad. They also have a magnolia here for $150. Who is this? So this is Little Gem Magnolia, which is a really good magnolia. They stay a little more dwarf. There's no big tag, so it's just that one. So I don't know the exact sizing. But Little Gem, I want to say it's like 15 to 20 feet tall and wide or something like that. So for a magnolia, that's a very, very small magnolia. Really cool. They've got some really nice redwoods right here. Love redwood trees. Actually, at Jaelyn's house, they have the entire property lined with redwoods, and they left the irrigation on for the first year. It was basically going like 24/7, and they have some of the biggest trees in the town that they live in. They live in a town called Paradise, and everything had burned down. And they bought them, and they were about this size. Actually, these ones are $50, and now these trees are massive just a couple years later. So fast growing. If you want some privacy, beautiful, beautiful trees for $50 too. Not bad. Let's see what else we can find. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I just showed you guys some of those hollies that I liked, and they were 2-ball. Look at these. These are 3-ball hollies. Holy cow. So these ones are $275 hollies. Growing zones 7 through 9. Beautiful. I need 2 of them. And they have 2 of them. I don't have $500 to spend on these, but these would be such a statement. Could you imagine our front gate that we have being flanked with these? I have got some arborvitaes in them right now that I really want to take the arbs out, and I really would love to put something like this flanking both sides of that. That would be so, so stunning. We're moving on because otherwise those might hop in the cart on accident, and I think my husband might absolutely kill me. What is this guy? This is $79. Some type of juniper. It doesn't have a tag, but I do like how this kind of like comes out. I think it's really, really pretty. Also, very happy that we now have a camera lady. Now you guys don't have to just see me shaking and all that. She will actually pay attention to the camera. We have a bunch of these on our property. These are the Summer Soul Arabian Jasmine. They're $43, and they're so incredibly fragrant. They smell so good. They're lining our driveway. We are training them into an espalier shape. They are higher zones only. I want to say it's like zones like 9 through 11. So higher zones only. They stay in a bush form, but I'm training them to espalier, so they don't vine like normal jasmine. They get 4 feet wide, 8 feet tall. They're so cool, so fragrant, and the blooms are a double bloom. It's really, really pretty. This is one that I would actually really like to try on our property. I saw it here a couple weeks ago when Jaelyn and I were here looking for terrariums. And this is the Ingayo Star Tree Ivy. It's $47. I love the variegation on the leaves. 5 feet wide, 6 feet tall, and I think this would be a really cool little like statement piece. Growing zones is 8 through 11, so this would be a warmer zone only plant, but I do think that they are really, really cool. Very, very interesting plant. Let's see what else we can find here. It's getting cold, and we're ready for dinner. Lots of lavender. And you know what's kind of crazy is in our growing zone, you can get lavender this time of year, no problem, with blooms on it. And even mine in my own property is blooming. These ones are $10 a piece, which is probably about an appropriate price to pay for lavender. I had seen some at another store, I don't remember where it was, and I want to say they were like $20 a piece. Don't pay that, that's insane. And they've got both types, so they've got, this one is a French lavender, and I think this is a Spanish lavender. I'm pretty sure this is Spanish, it doesn't say, but you can see like, so one has the more like wispy stems on it, and then one has these like shorter squatter stems. So 2 different kinds of lavender, $10 a piece, which I don't think that that's too bad. Lots of rosemary here, also $10. And then they have candy tuft here. This is the Lowe's brand of it, and it's $10, but if you can find it on the clearance rack, it's cheaper than the $10. So buy it from the clearance rack if you have it, or buy the Lowe's brand. Candy tuft is a really, really pretty plant. This is a mountain pepper. It's $38. Look at the stems on this, Jay. Can you get a close-up of that? Isn't that so pretty?
Oh, wow.
They're like a beautiful red color, and then this bright new green growth on it. $38. They get 8 feet wide, 12 feet tall, hardy in zones 7 through 10. So I don't have room for this. I need more like, I need things that don't get 8 feet wide. I don't really have like 8 feet to spare, but this is a really interesting plant, really, really beautiful. Right here, I have one of these. This is the Chinese fringe flower. Very beautiful plant. Actually, my friend Janie gave it to me as a birthday present 2 years ago. Hers died. Mine, I thought died, but it did not. It's coming back, and it actually bloomed in November. So it is totally off. It should not be blooming in November, but they do get beautiful, beautiful flowers. These ones here are $37, and you can see this is actually a really big plant. And I want to say that mine was maybe $25, and mine is nowhere near this size. And mine's a couple years old. I did pick a couple of these up for the winter time. I've got them planted in my garden now. I planted them a while ago. These are the sky pencil Japanese holly, and they are so cool. They grow straight upright. They only get about 3 feet wide and 8 feet tall, hardy in zones 5 through 9, and for 17 bucks. Some really great winter interest, evergreen interest year round. Beautiful, beautiful plant. I'm excited to see those growing up in the garden. It is so cold. Where else are we going? Look at this, lots of cyclamen. We saw some cyclamen over there that I think was $12. Okay, these ones are $10. So it's kind of funny. They're the exact same plant. I guess it just goes by brand or whatever. These are the basic Lowe's or Home Depot brand, whatever it might be. These ones are all $10. They have every color you might ever need. The red color is gorgeous. I've got a ton of the white ones. Mine are not that big though. And then lots more reds and pinks, which would be perfect for Valentine's Day. And then over here, they've got lots of pansies and violas. Who are these? How much are these guys? These are $3. These are little violas for one little, I mean, this is a pretty big plant. So I think that that's not bad, $3. I prefer usually to buy them in the 6-pack because the 6-pack is usually like $8 or something like that. And you can get 6 of them. That is $3 and you're getting one of them. So if I can find a 6-pack, I usually try to buy the 6-pack, but they've got pansies and violas for $3 each. So very pretty, but also I feel like kind of expensive this time of year. It's kind of a lot. Oh, I'm just seeing snapdragons. I want to get some of those. Let's go down this way and I'll show you the snapdragons. So snapdragons are a cold winter flower for us, and I love snapdragons. So these ones are really pretty. I don't know that these would be good for what I want them for. I want some for my cut flower garden, and so I can cut on them, but I like snapdragons. These are $3 a piece, which still isn't bad. They'd be perfect to kind of tuck in for some winter interest. But snapdragons are cool because they do this thing where if you squeeze the neck of them, go close on this. Isn't that so funny? So if you just squeeze the side of them, you can make them talk. Just like that. So I love snapdragons for that. I used to get in trouble when I was a little kid because I used to go in the garden and I would squeeze my parents' snapdragons, and I would squeeze them so much that the flowers would end up falling off. I wouldn't do it to like all the flowers, but I would definitely do it to enough where it was noticeable. Let's come this way. What is this? Look at this camellia. It's about to start blooming here. So we're getting ready to get into our springtime here. This is a $90. This is the debutante camellia, and it blooms very early in the spring. Camellias, I didn't love them until, I don't love them. I like them now. And this is a recent thing. They get about, this one gets 10 feet tall, 8 feet wide, but they're gonna train this one flat, so it's not going to get wide like that, which is a really cool thing you can do with camellias. And it is hardy. See, I hate this. It says hardy zones 10 to 0 degrees Fahrenheit. Non-hardy zones is 1 through 6. I just wish that they would put the like true hardy zones instead of the temperature range. Some clematis, I kill every clematis. I try so hard with them, but isn't that so gorgeous? I wish I could have these. These are $32. Who are you? This is Jackman clematis. Beautiful vine. I've killed them all. I've tried over and over and over again. This one gets 15 feet tall and 9 feet wide. Non-hardy zones is 1 through 3, but I'm pretty sure that they grow in like zone 3. I'm pretty sure. But they want their roots to be in the shade, and then they want the entire plant to be in the full sun. And I've tried that. I just fail miserably at growing clematis. Okay, we're gonna come down this way. Look at these poppies. So they have all of their oriental poppies out, and I am a sucker for oriental poppies. Aren't those so gorgeous? On camera it looks a little red, but this is very much a coral color in real life. These are $8, and you can see how many buds. This has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more flowers coming to it. And there's actually 4 plants in this. So for us, Oriental or Iceland poppies, they do come back. This is an Iceland poppy. They get about 2 feet wide. And then with the blooms, they get about 2 feet tall. And they're just so, so gorgeous. I love these poppies. I do like that they have them in a bunch of different colors. So there's yellows, there's whites, there's pinks here. So lots and lots of buds on here. Really pretty plant for $8, not bad. Let's go down this way. They have a ton of different ferns. This is another foxtail fern, and this one they're asking $30 for, and the one back here they're asking $39 for, which is absolutely insane. Do not pay that price. Buy them in a smaller container. I think you should be able to get them for like $9. $39 is absolutely insane. Kimberly Queen dwarf fern. This is one of my favorites. I love Kimberly Queen ferns. These ones are $39 a piece, which I do feel is kind of expensive, but they're such a gorgeous fern. And if you're in zone 9, they do really well for us in zone 9. Ours have come back every single year. They do die back a bit, but they come back fresh. If you're in colder zones or if you're in the south, I know a lot of people will grow them in hanging baskets, which I think that they're so beautiful in hanging baskets. I just kill anything in a hanging basket because it just dries out way too fast, especially a fern. And then this is asparagus fern, and these guys are wicked. They actually have thorns on them. If you look right here, see that? Those are thorns right here, and they're really sharp and they kind of hurt. And the whole plant is kind of like spiky. My grandmother has one that actually has red berries on it in the fall time, so it's really pretty, but I personally don't love them. Those ones are also $39. Let's come down this way. There's a whole bunch of evergreens that I saw, and then I think we're gonna wrap this up. Look at this, deodar cedar. This is a gorgeous, gorgeous plant. I love these things. So deodar cedar, this one gets about 80 feet tall and 40 feet wide. So if you have unlimited space, this is your girl right here. These ones are $49. Beautiful evergreen. I love the icy blue color on it. And then this is a bird's nest spruce. How cool is this? They get about 6 feet tall, 8 feet wide. You can see it's kind of like flat on the top, like a little bird's nest would be. But isn't that so cute? I think this would be really beautiful. I'm doing an evergreen alley, and I think that it would be so perfect in the evergreen alley that I want to do. Something in a container, low growing. This one's $33, so I might have to pick up one of those today. Dwarf Mugo Pine, these are $13. This is a killer deal on a evergreen like this. So Dwarf Mugo, this one only gets 4 feet tall and 8 feet wide. That is not bad at all on this for $13. Lots of hollies. I'm not like the biggest fan of these traditional hollies. Is this not a holly? Oregon grapes. Okay, I know nothing about this plant, but it has the spiky leaves like hollies do. So I'm going to assume that it is a holly or related to a holly, but you can see it flowers, and it's actually getting ready to flower up here. You can see that. So it's getting ready. It's throwing all of its bloom spikes out, which is kind of interesting. 6 feet tall, 6 feet wide, hardy to -30 to -20. I hate when they do the temperature ranges. It doesn't tell me the actual growing zones. Kind of frustrating. Anyways, I do want to see what's on that side. Look at how big those evergreens are on that side. They're huge. Okay, we're gonna zip around to that side really quick. Look at this evergreen. Oh, they just turned on the evening lights. It was getting dark, so we were gonna leave because it's hard to see. So this is a fat Albert spruce. This one's only $100, and this thing is huge. Can you believe this? $100, and that is a big fat Albert spruce. I've actually seen some at local nurseries that go for 3 times that price, and they are maybe half that size, which is kind of crazy. I'm also seeing some even larger. These are some sequoias, so beautiful plants. These are $100, and these ones are huge too. So some really large evergreens. Blue Point juniper, these are $39, which I don't think is a bad price for how big this plant is. I mean, from my waist to above my head, not bad, $39. And this one is a smaller one, so it gets 10 to 15 feet tall and about 7 feet wide. Beautiful plant. So if you're wanting something evergreen blue, this is it for $40. Okay, this is the one that I wanted to come on the other side. These are Colorado blue spruce. And they have a high graft, so these ones are supposed to be into a tree form. So these ones, It says that it has a high graft point, but there is not a high graft point on this. This is a low graft point. This is like probably not even grafted. So I don't know why it says that on the tag. It shows that it's actually like trained into a tree form, but this is not. And these ones are $100 also. Let's see, look at the tag. It says high graft point. So it's supposed to be raised up like that, and this one is clearly not raised up like that at all. It gets 5 feet tall and 6 feet wide. So this is going to be a decent sized shrub. This is actually not bad. This would be a good one to have in a compact garden or something like that, but it is very spiky, I will say that. Last plant I want to show is a hopseed bush on the other side. So we're going to hop over there really quickly. It is a plant that I have in my garden and I absolutely love it. I have 3 of them now and they make a beautiful screening plant. They're really, really cool, and it's nice because they're an evergreen and they change color. So you get multiple seasons of interest with these guys. So these are hopseed bushes. They grow relatively quickly. You can see right now they're this like bronzy purple color, really beautiful. In the summertime and late spring, they turn a very vibrant green color. So you get 2 seasons of interest with them, plus they're an evergreen. They are higher zones only. I want to say it's zones like 8 through 10 or something like that. It says non-hardy zones is 1 through 8. So I think 8 you could probably get away with them, but definitely zones 9 and above you can have these. They get about this tag is lying. It says that they get 4 to 8 feet tall and 6 feet wide. They definitely get like 10, 12 feet tall, 6 feet wide, 8 feet wide at most, but very beautiful, kind of airy. And I love having a couple of these on our property. We are using them to screen in, and these are $35. I have found them in small 1 gallon size for about $12, which is what I do recommend because they do grow pretty quickly. So I probably wouldn't recommend buying them in this size. I would definitely recommend buying the smaller size and just wait for them to grow because they will grow in probably about 2-3 years. All right, you guys, that is going to be it for this video. If you want to see what I end up buying, you're gonna have to come back next week to see what I bought. I'm not gonna show you in this video, so come back next week. It should be out on maybe Tuesday, and you guys will see everything that I picked up here. So thank you guys for coming shopping with us. I hope that you enjoyed it. Thanks, Jaelyn, for showing up halfway through and being the camera gal. Everyone say thank you to Jaelyn. We will see you all in the next video.
Bye.
Bye, guys.